Hey, everybody, this is the Recliner Nerd, and welcome to another edition of Rangers Nation's podcast. And today's episode is We're Still Waiting. We're still waiting, but hey, I got a special guest. I put it out there on Twitter. Joining me, he's already been on the pod. We know all about him now, but I learned some new stuff that we're going to talk to him about today. And on with me today, and maybe on YouTube, if I can download this video right. I know we're going to get it on the pod, but we might do a YouTube video also. Ricky Vanasco, what's up, buddy?
Not much. Hanging out in good old AZ, quarantined to a room.
Okay, so what's going on?
Man, I honestly not a whole lot. I mean, we're going to the field, throwing, working out still. I mean, like everything is normal, but I mean, there's only a couple of guys here. We have some Venezuelans that unfortunately weren't allowed to go home, but I mean, I haven't heard much. Just trying to stay in shape and get ready for whenever this thing wants to decide to ramp up.
Okay, well, so let me set this up. So I reached out to Ricky earlier this week, and I said, hey, you know what? You guys were all quarantined. Why don't we get Ricky, in case you don't know, one of the top pitching prospects in the entire organization. And I said, why don't we do something? Let's get you and a couple of the other top pitching prospects who probably are going to be in a rotation together this year, starting out whenever we get started. I said, what do you think we get on Zoom? I've just started doing some Zoom stuff here. And he goes, yeah, let's try it. Let's get it together. And then I brought up one name, and he goes, well, he's not here. I brought up Hans Kraus. He's not here, and I guess Cole's there is with you. And I was like, it got me thinking. I went, you're still in Arizona? And you went, yep. So why are you still in Arizona?
So the way it was all supposed to be set up was me and Cole were supposed to stay here and just to stay healthy and make sure like we're doing, like we have what we need to get done, and we have the utilities and stuff. And unfortunately, like everybody else got sent home and we got stuck here. I mean, it's not a bad thing, because whenever we do decide to get going, we're going to ramp up pretty quickly. And I think that they're scared of like some guys getting hurt in the process of that, because we got to get going so fast. So like I think they're taking precautionary measures to protect us evidently.
Well, so let me ask you this. So have you gone home at all since?
I have not. No, sir. I have not been home.
So you're doing a lot of FaceTiming with mom and everybody else back in Florida, right?
Yes, sir, I am. Yeah, I get a good phone call from mom and my stepfather every day. So it's awesome.
So you did answer my question. So I guess the Rangers made this choice for you.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I was actually like 5 minutes away from driving home, and I actually flew my buddy out here to drive home with me so I wouldn't have to do it all by myself, because it's a long drive.
Yeah.
I sat down with Mike Daly in the office, and he was like, hey, like, we'd really like you to stay. And I was like, I mean, if you're asking me to stay, like, I have no other choice but to stay. So. Yeah.
Yeah. So is your buddy still there, or did he go home?
No, we sent him home. We sent him home like the next day. So he got a nice 1-day vacation.
So you flew him out? Is that what you did?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I flew him out, and he was going to drive back with me, and then ended up staying. So he flew back the next day. Got a nice 1-day vacation out in Arizona. I showed him around a little bit.
So let me ask you this. So how many guys are still there?
So it's me, Scott Engler, Cole, obviously, and then Jason Barr. And then I want to say there's about 15 Venezuelans that didn't get to go home. And then there's there's about probably 20 more position players from Venezuela that also didn't get to go home. So,
that's something I kind of thought, being from South America down there, that getting home and the visa issues, those might be the guys for sure that would probably stay in Arizona, just so it'd be ready to ramp up, especially if they're going to pay them there. But you guys getting there, so I guess now you really can't leave. So you're kind of stuck there for now.
Yeah, they just shut down like flights out of Florida, so I'm definitely stuck here now if I was even having a chance to go home.
So are there any big leaguers there?
Not that I know of. But we have some 40-man guys here. Like we have Tyler Phillips here. We have DeMarcus here. We don't really get to see them. we have like separate stretch times to keep us all separated for quarantine purposes. And
Sure.
so they stretch earlier in the morning, and then we stretch later in the afternoon. So.
Well, you just answered my next question, which was who else besides Cola's there. So you filled that in for me. So you guys are, I guess. So this is the question: are you guys able to get work done every day?
Yes, sir. Yeah, I mean it's kind of tough because the like major league ruled that 40 mans were only allowed in the weight room and allowed in the training room, but our organization has done a really, really good job of like compensating for us and helping us out as we need it as we go along throughout this. So, and it's been really nice. So we have had the utilities and tools to get what we need to get done.
Now, are you guys allowed to hang out?
Yeah, we're allowed to hang out. Yeah, Cole's in. So there's like 2 to a room, and Cole's in my room with me on the other side of the hall, and then it's Scott and I'm pretty sure it's Jason in the other room. But yeah, we're allowed to hang out. We all play poker. We play board games. We all play video games together. So it's nice.
You know, I was going to ask that. So you just answered it, because I know that those are suites that you have there, that you room with people and have a suite. And I was wondering, with a lot of people gone, were you getting your own suites to kind of keep it distance, but they are letting you share suites?
Yes, sir. So the way it's set up is like the kitchen's in the middle, and then there's a separate room on each side. And then so Cole is on one side, and then I'm on the other side.
So you guys are still being fed by the Rangers? They've still got someone there cooking, and because they provide your food, right?
Yes, sir. Breakfast, lunch, and then we have like they order us food from food trucks for dinner. So.
Yeah, because I guess now let me ask you this: are y'all able to leave campus at all to go get food and pick it up or anything, or do y'all just hang?
Yeah, we're allowed to leave. I mean, everything's kind of closed, so either you hit a drive-through or you don't get food. So.
Yeah, that's back home back home for me in Texas. You're from Florida. I think that's going on everywhere. I've got a buddy in Florida that I've been talking to, and they're doing the same thing. So from where you are.
Yeah. That's what my parents said too. So, but yeah, we're allowed to go out. We got to be back inside by 8. They don't want us outside past 8. So, just for health purposes, they want us socially distancing. So, but I mean, there's really no reason to be outside past 8. And everything is closed. I mean,
yeah, there's nothing to do.
We got everything we got here. So
what are you guys doing to kill time?
I've been playing a lot of 2K and Call of Duty, and me and Cole just started this new Netflix show called Ozark. So we've been doing that.
Y'all, you just what season are you in?
I think we're in the first season. I think we're on like episode 8.
Okay, I just finished episode or 3rd season. You know, it just came out, so
yeah,
I just finished the third season. So I'm anxious to hear your thoughts after you get through the 3rd season.
I will. I'll make sure I let you know how it went for me.
Pretty crazy. So let's see here. Let's figure out what else we got. I don't have my glasses. So are there any changes that they put in place from normal for the social distancing, as far as don't be around each other certain times, things like that? Or is it just mainly y'all stay with each other?
I mean, mainly like we basically just stay with each other. And they don't really have a problem with us being close to each other, just because they know that like we have been separated from everyone else. So
right.
The health issue isn't really there, but we just have to be smart, like individually, just knowing what we're doing, who we're around, like our surroundings and stuff. So we're all staying, washing our hands. We really honestly don't ever leave the room unless we're just going to each other's room to hang out and stuff. So
it's kind of boring. I mean, I know you're in Arizona, and so you said yesterday Cole went to the mountains. What, did he just on a walk or something, get away from everything? And
they all went to Sedona yesterday, and evidently all the trails in Sedona was closed. So they like made their own trail and took some pictures. And I went to the mountains yesterday too. I went to Seven Springs, which was really cool.
Yeah. See, I'm wearing the Sedona hat right after you saw me when I was there for spring training. By the way, Cole and I saw each other. I mean, I'm not Cole. Ricky and I saw each other. It's the first time we actually got to meet. Came up and gave me a hug. I appreciate that. So I'm going to watch you guys warm up. It's just taking you guys forever, and I had to get back to the big league camp. But So
Yes, sir.
I'm following Ricky all year, and I'm ready for you to get to Frisco so we can come out there even more.
Yes, sir. Me too. Trying to get there as fast as I can. This Corona ain't helping.
No, it certainly isn't. I tell you what, that's gonna. I bet you all, wherever you go, you probably just do it that one place this year, unless you're just killing. I think it's going to be a shortened season. Or have they even given you an idea or told you?
I guess some announcement yesterday came out with Trump talking to all the major league sports, and he was hoping to have fans back in by August and September. I mean, honestly, for us, how short our season would be since we only go to September.
Yeah. Well, everything would be extended. I'm sure you guys would get into fall ball for sure. There's a lot of ways they'll probably put y'all to work. There's no doubt they're going to let you sit out a whole season.
Oh yeah,
they're going to do something.
Absolutely not. Yeah, that's. I mean, and personally, like I wouldn't myself sit out a whole season anyways. So.
Right. So let me ask you: have they tested you guys at all? Have they given you all a test?
They have not. No, sir.
I guess I think in y'all's case, maybe if you were symptomatic or something, then maybe so. But this was all before any of this was going on is when I was there. And I remember the day I was there, you walked up, we were talking, you and I were talking, you talked to Cole, and I think he was sick that day or something.
Yeah, he had strep throat.
So, yeah. And none of us were worried about Corona then. If that was today, we'd all be getting away from him. That's for sure.
Oh, yeah. He'd be quarantined in his own room.
Who keeps you guys informed of everything? Is JD keeping in touch or the organization?
We have a couple coaches here that are like running some stuff. We have 3 pitching coaches, and then we have like a rover basically. So that we all keep in contact. We're all in group chats on the phone and stuff, and they let us know what's going on day by day.
So when you guys were now, I know obviously. And for those that haven't been, I've tried to tell people if you haven't gone to the spring training facility, it's incredible. My first time was this year, but it's an amazing facility. You guys can actually get really close to these guys while they're working out, watch them work out. So now I know it's shut down to the public. Nobody's coming there. I know that, but you guys, I assume, are using all the fields. Are y'all still out there working and throwing and just for the ones that are there?
Yes, sir. Yeah, we go out to the fields every day. We have like a dynamic warm up every day, and we get thrown. I always take some ground balls. Like today, we took ground balls for a dynamic warm up today, which is a lot of fun. Then we get our throwing done, and usually just head back in, take it back to we're usually outside for not more than an hour,
really?
Unless we have a workout or something. Yeah, they try to keep it as compact and short as possible.
Are they allowing you to use weights? You said they were kind of MLB was being a little cautious. Are y'all guys using weights?
Yeah, we have like we're outside on the turf, and like the 40-man and major league guys are inside in the weight room. But they literally bring almost everything outside that we need for the day or that lift. So we are using weights, yes, sir.
Okay. So let's see here. They haven't. I guess we kind of asked this a while ago. Have they given you any idea when you think? So it's April, August, and September is what Trump said. That was my next question. I'm sorry. This whole thing was about you guys being stuck there because we're stuck here. I mean, luckily for me, I get to be stuck with family. I know you'd love to see your mom and stepdad. And you got brothers and sisters?
Yeah, yes, sir. I have an older sister.
An older sister. Now, where is she? Is she in Florida?
She is actually stuck in New Jersey, I believe. She was out seeing my real father, and she actually got stuck out there.
So she's staying with Dad right now, and she's up in New Jersey.
Yes, sir.
Golly, so everybody's having to FaceTime and chat and do all of that.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let me ask you this: if they said tomorrow, okay, you know what, we're all good to go, let's get rolling. How long would it take you to get ramped up and ready to go?
I mean, not probably a week, honestly. Like, we've been throwing pens. We've been getting after it every day. Like, honestly, it'd probably take us like a week, maybe to 2 weeks to get going.
Have you kept up with any of the other guys? Are they doing the same thing on their own, or?
I know, like, some of my buddies in my agency, they're like having a tough time finding like a place to go to work out or to throw. And I know, like, personally, for me, like, being here is the best spot I could be in. Like Florida, everything's closed. There's nobody I could throw with. There's no place I can work out. Like I said before, like health wise, if I wanted to be ready to go when this actually does up, which it's going to, and to prepare my body the best so I don't get hurt, I needed to be here. So I'm in a good place.
Yeah, and people don't understand that. Ricky and I, if you go back to the episode called Ricky Vanasco, you go back there and listen to that whole thing. Ricky's throwing close to 100 miles an hour. Look, I'm a former baseball player, Ricky. I can play catch with you. We can do that. When you start ramping up above 90, I need equipment, man. I haven't caught balls ever that fast, and I was a catcher for a little bit. I mean, that would make it hard on some of you guys if you weren't there, because you can't just go out and play catch with a guy that can throw 100. No, I mean,
like playing with just playing around with my buddies in the off season at home. Like some of my friends will always like jump out of the way or something, and it's like not even like throwing very hard. It's just they just don't know how to handle it. So
no, absolutely.
Guys here that do it for a living just like I do. So
there's a reason you're a professional about one of the top prospects, and I'm doing a little radio fun stuff here with a podcast, and because okay, so I got to ask you about this. This was big news that came out. Shin-Soo Choo, did you see that?
He is a blessing to a lot of minor league players, including myself. Like he doesn't know, like, I hope he understands like how much he truly is helping us out. Like, Shin-Soo Choo, if you're hearing this, like, thank you from the bottom of my heart for doing what you have done for us in this organization. Like, it helps a lot. It truly does.
And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, I'm watching Ricky. We're on FaceTime. We might get this out on YouTube here if I can be the old man that can figure out how to do this crap. But in any case, there's emotion there, real emotion. We've all met Shin-Soo. You've met him at camp and all of that. He's just a wonderful guy. He's a really nice guy. That's one of the coolest things I've ever seen. And I assume, have you guys already got what he was giving you? Did he already send it?
He did send it. They're supposed to distribute it out to us here soon.
That is one. And let me tell you what, that's 100% out of his pocket. That was so cool. And look, he makes a lot of money, and Ricky keeps on his path. One day he'll be able to do that. But you talk about setting examples for people. It just helps people to go, you know what, when you're having to do a rehab assignment or something with those minor leaguers, you buy the meal or do whatever. That's really cool. And that's great. I'm glad to hear you say that. I love the emotion of it. That's one heck of a guy. And you know what? I was going to ask if you'd had a chance to reach out. Hopefully, I'll tag him on this, see if I can get it to him and see if he sees this. But I know you guys will be reaching out too if you can.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, we're winding down. There's only so much we can talk about with this thing going on, but there's a couple things I wanted to ask. So what did you think of have you heard about the new 5-round draft?
I've read into it a little bit. I haven't put any much thought into it. I know it's gonna be interesting to have only 5 rounds in the MLB draft, considering that there's 30 plus. So
yeah, there's 40 now. Now you were a 15th round pick, so I guess you would have gone to Stetson if that was the case.
Oh yeah.
So, but I mean, I think 5 rounds this year, maybe because of the virus, I think it'll end up being a little more. But it sounds like they're going to cut it down. It's not going to be 40 again. I don't know if they're going to make it 10 or 15 or something like that. So we've been trying to have our debates. I think to us it means the schools that the colleges are going to benefit, and probably a little bit of that independent ball. If you didn't get caught up with college somewhere, you'll go join an independent league and try to get noticed. And I think more independent ball players have a chance now to get picked up because scouts will be going to find them, the ones that get kind of slide through the cracks. I mean, look, you weren't highly touted, and then you go 15th round because they liked your arm, saw it. Going off to Stetson, I'm sure you'd still, look, scouts find players. I was wondering how you felt about it. That's pretty wild. That's who I'm thinking is going to benefit. I don't like it. I love the 30th round pick that makes it. I love that stuff. So to me, the old school guy, I'm a little disappointed. So I didn't know how y'all felt.
We yeah, it's always nice to be an underdog and, you know, build up to what you truly believe in yourself and prove a lot of people wrong. So this journey has truly been nice. But this is honestly supposed to be my draft year out of college. It was this year. So glad I'm in the spot I'm already in. It's nice to be here already. But no, everybody. I mean, it's gonna be interesting to watch what they do. I think a lot of guys are gonna be happy. So.
Yeah. But I tell you what, one more thing. You kind of did it, but I want to hear about it. My kids, I have tried so hard to do this, Ricky. I cannot get into video games. I tried to play. Now you said 2K. What is that? Is that the major league?
It's NBA.
The NBA. Okay, NBA. Now my son-in-law does that one. He's a big basketball guy. What video games are you getting great at? Or what games do you play?
Honestly, I'm a pretty excellent gamer, if I'm gonna be honest myself.
Yeah.
But I've me and my boys from home downloaded Uno on PS4, and we've been playing that. Yeah, we've been playing that online just against each other, just because we're that bored. But I've downloaded a couple games here recently. I just got the show for free, so I'm gonna get into that, see how that is. I've been playing some Resident Evil. They remastered it, and then
okay. So what's Resident Evil? Now I've got Call of Duty that my wife gave me. So me and my son, my 13-year-old, we've been trying to play that, and he goes running through killing everybody, and I just get slaughtered the whole time. Because apparently I'm playing against people, and I don't even realize it. And all of a sudden I'm just getting nailed.
Call of Duty has its finer moments. I've played every one of them. I absolutely, hands down, love them. This one I really liked. I just honestly beat the campaign like 2 days ago because I was so bored and I was tired of playing online. But yeah, I've been grinding on some Call of Duty. I think my top kill game was like 130 or something like that. It was insane.
I tell you what, when we hang up, you'll have to text me your little handle, and I'll get my son and tell him you need to go join up with Ricky and play some Call of Duty, because he has fallen in love with it. And we finally pulled that thing out once this quarantine happened, because I was wanting to look at it. He's only 13. I was like, I want to look at this. And when I got in there, I was like, oh, this is just killing. You've heard a cuss word or two. Who cares? Get in there and play. So we'll let you get your handle in there on that. Now, do you play, like, he was into Minecraft? Did you ever get into that?
Oh, yep. Yeah, I was a big Minecraft guy back in the day, back when I was younger. Yep.
And I think his other one is what's the other war game? There's another. This is Fortnite. That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you still play that any?
I don't. Fortnite makes me rage too much, and I need to keep my PC monitor intact, and so I don't play that anymore.
That's hilarious. Okay, so hey, Ricky, everybody, let's give it up for Ricky Vanasco. Thank you so much, bud, for coming on and taking time. I know you got plenty of time. I wish there was more we could talk about. We'll probably do this again. I'll try to think of some stuff to go, what are y'all doing now? You know what I mean? Even if it's 10 minutes, we'll get on and do something like that. Ricky Vanasco. Hey, bud, thank you so much. You guys go enjoy your time together. Text me that handle, and I'll try to get my son to find you one time when you guys are playing. That's Ricky Vanasco. Ricky, thanks, buddy.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much.
You got it. We'll see you, man.
Yes, sir. Bye.
Okay. All right, folks, that's Ricky Vanasco of the Texas Rangers, highly touted prospect. We're going to, like I say at the end of every one of these recordings and everything we ever do, nerd out.